Coming up at halftime, we have Mr. Troy Neighbors and an interview with Jock Mahoney. But right now, let's go up to a day in the West movie town for some Western antics.
Chisholm! I came in here to get that deed to that water hole.
No.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.
One of the more prominent stuntmen in motion picture history, whose career has spanned more than 4 decades, is Jock Mahoney. Jock's impressive credit list include doubling many of the greatest stars in the business. He's also been well received as an actor, starring in such pictures as Tarzan. And he's also had his own television series, Yancey Derringer. And he's been one of our official judges here at the Stuntman's Rodeo for the last 5 years. Former Miss USA Janine Ford talked with Jock about his involvement in motion pictures.
Who are some of the greats that you've doubled?
Errol Flynn.
Oh.
You remember him?
Oh, yeah. I know who he is.
Greg Peck, Randolph Scott, Sonny Tufts.
Tell me, I was wondering, during all of this, did you feel more relaxed as an actor or a stuntman?
Well, truthfully, I got into stunts because I was so insecure as an actor and so inhibited that I couldn't act. And if I said my name was Jock Mahoney, you'd say, okay, now what's your real name? What do you change it to?
Right.
So I became a stuntman, and I had an excellent background for that because I was a national record holder as a swimmer, a state champion diver. I was a gymnast. I worked all the apparatus. So doing falls and fights and horsebacking, I'd been horsebacking since I was 5. Why, it just all fell into place for me beautifully. So being a stuntman was easy. Being an actor was humongous.
And last but not least, how do you feel about Sally Field's career?
Yes, or anything you'd like to say.
She started at the age of 17, immediately out of high school, because I wouldn't let the kids do anything, even walk-ons, in any of my pictures. And their mother is a very famous actress, Maggie Mahoney, Maggie Fields. And but Sally, through all of her series, Girl with Something Extra and Gidget and The Flying Nun and all of her pictures, she's paid her dues. And she has not been an overnight success. She's worked very hard. When she was a little girl, all she wanted to be was an actress. I'm particularly proud of Sybil. Norma Ray, she got an Oscar for her. I think she got a Sybil. She got a television award for Sybil, which was beautifully earned. As I told Doodle, which is my name for her, as I told Doodle, I said, that's now you're comparable to your mother. And she had never reached that plateau because her mother is an excellent, excellent actress.
It's fabulous. You must be very, very proud of her.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Janine and Jock. Now let's go back to the arena for some rodeo fun with Troy Neighbors.
I was wondering when you're going to get to that. Whoa.
These are genuine Navajo blankets.
Genuine Navajo blankets.
Made in Juarez.
Troy Neighbors, folks, you might find interesting, was the only comedy act to be chosen 2 years in a row for the National Rodeo Finals in Oklahoma City. Quite a tribute to a very nice man.
That's that last parachute. Yep, the winds are blowing. First you put the blanket on. This side. Get all the dirt out of it. Hey, put the, wait a minute, Troy, you're missing something there. You're missing the blanket. I think you got a bad wind or somebody smarter than you. He didn't do it. He didn't do it, did he, audience? Wait, oh, you caught him. You caught him. Okay. You got it figured out? What are you going to do? Lay the blanket on the saddle. Slap it down. Hey, now that's thinking. And you get it like this. Boom! Now that's smart thinking for a cowboy. Now you get on him. Wait a minute. He didn't like you getting on him.
Did you see what he done? I'm gonna blindfold him.
Blindfold that little critter.
I gotta get against the wind.
Whoa. That horse can't see what he's doing now.
Can you see anything? Whoa. Can you see anything? How do you like that?
Now that's pretty good. Let's hear it for him.
Isn't that little horse well trained?
Come on.
How about that? That's great. Troy Neighbors.
Smile for the people. Now let's...
Yeah, get him out. We have to move on now. He has to be ready or not.
Uh-oh. Looks like the McDoobie brothers are up to some trouble.
Give me a light, would you?
Is that a stick of dynamite he has in his hand?
This'll get him out if nothing else will.
Uh-oh. Sure looks like it.
All we gotta do is drop this in there and he's ready to go.
Okay, we're ready for him.
You ready to go, Delbert? No, I ain't done yet. You ain't done yet? Well, you'll get done here in just a second. Here, I better get out of here. Y'all better clear back. That's all I gotta say. All I know is he's gonna get mad.
Uh-oh.
Well, there he is.
You trying to kill me?
Okay, now we're getting ready for the bulldogging event. If you notice, there's a platform placed up here at the corner of the judges' stand.
The guy up there will take the guy off the horse after he's just passed through, and will end up in a marked area, both bodies. Now, if one body is hanging half out, you got a goose egg. If any part of your body's out, you're goose egg.
Okay, both guys got to be together. Chuck, both guys got to be together.
Oh yeah, you know, what you're doing, you're going to jump up and do a fight. Now, if you have to run 20 feet to get at each other, that's kind of silly.
How fast do you have to ride the horse?
Easy lope, you know.
Well, after all that explanation now, it looks like we're ready to start here in the bulldogging. Our first contestant up is Colin McKay, and on the horse is Paul Jones. Let's see how this first event goes here. Well, that looked pretty authentic. This is really teamwork. These fellows depend on one another to do their job properly, and it looks like they got a good score. Now, the man that takes down the fella off the horse, as these two gentlemen are doing here, Mike Collins and Pat Green. The fella taking the man off the horse is responsible for the safety of both of the men.
It was a little unsafe. He went to the front of the man instead of tagging him from the rear. So
all right, that's Mike Collins and Pat Green, and next we have Brett Davis and Brad Fletcher.
Because you got a horse involved, you also have two men.
There's Brad Fletcher on the horse. Brett Davis ready for the jump. Now that was a good example of great teamwork. How about that? Let's take another look at that and see just exactly how that happened. These guys are a little happy with one another, wouldn't you say? I wonder if they get judged on that. Here's the replay now. See how they just right on his shoulders, and he swings underneath of Fletcher, so that when they hit the ground, there's just as little effort as possible to avoid injury or make it look like it's awkward. That was very good. Good teamwork, as we said. Now we have Robert Simpson and Scott Longenecker. Robert Simpson making the jump. Now they're right in the frame, it looks like there.
Bad it was to make sure the horse don't start veering one way or the other and throw the man.
Now we have our Apache friend on the horse there, Brian Talbage and James Godine up. Just see how well they do. Oh, he missed him. Look at how far apart they are.
A little late there.
That's a shame. Well, that'd be a goose egg for those two fellas, but a good try. A little disgusted with himself, but, well, still friends. How about that? That's great. Next we have, that's Kim Kearns on the horse, and Mike Valentine will be the gentleman up above to take her off. There's Mike getting all set.
Okay, here we go. Kim Kearns going underneath the ramp right now. She's tagged. Good tag. Okay.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Good tag.
Not bad at all.
Okay. She landed outside the area, but she had
Guys look a little tired here in this event. They've been going all day long here. There she gets another hug.
Good job.
Looks like Jock has a nice job here, huh? Next is, that's Billy Ray Orm you're looking at there, and Marty Brooks.
Fulfill a dream that they'd like to do. And one of the main
there goes Marty.
Woo, nice. Okay, tagged his man. Did nice.
Now that was kind of apart there, but do you see how the man that was on the horse, Billy Ray Orm, landed? Look at that. Now watch him land. See, he's being taken off. And see, that's, well, they're okay, that's for sure, but that was a bad fall. Billy Ray could have had a little bit of injury to himself there, but he didn't. Now we have Rooster again, and he just took Billy Super off the horse.
Hey, stay down there. Good.
And these are our final contestants in this event. And they were way out of camera frame, and the man that took him off the horse should have protected him a little bit better. Rooster should have been a better protection for Billy Super. But Jock's talking to him, telling him everything is okay. Coming up, the last two events for the day, motorcycle run and the 180-foot rappels, two very exciting events. Now for our exciting motorcycle event. There's the mechanic checking out the bike. Exciting races for time and accuracy. It's the fastest speed and the bike to be dropped on the mark at the end of the race. There's a jump in the course and a predetermined course that you'll see the fellows take. And they have to go around each of the flags, mark, stay on the course, do it in record time. Of course, they're all shooting for that, and then drop the bike at the end in camera frame. So let's see what our first contestant, Colin McKay, has to do. Oh, he got off to a good start there, didn't he? Look at that. Nice turn. You can see how difficult that course is. It's not your regular streets in Phoenix, Arizona, folks. Holding on nicely around each flag, as you can see. Judges spotted around each particular point to make sure everything is all right. Here comes the jump. He's up, over, good landing, and on the mark. Well, let's get the measurement and see. That was a great ride. Pull the bike off of him there, and Jock will come in. There's the mark. He had 50 seconds. 50 seconds was his time around the course, which was very good, and he's about, say, 31, 32 inches off the mark, it looks like. All right. He was pleased with that, and here's our second contestant now. This is Robert Ballestero. He took off fast, didn't he? Well, he might even beat Cole McKay's record. Cole did it in 50. Oh, he's logged down there. That's costing him a lot of time. Oh, that's a shame. Kind of got stuck in all that deep sand. Well, let's see if he can make it up now. In the final entrance, here comes the jump. Good jump. Now let's see what the laydown comes up with here. He's pretty far off the mark. I'd say he was out of frame. 101 was his time. That's more than twice as much as Cole's time.
Bill Super!
Well, he was pretty well out of camera frame there, but that was a nice effort. Let's see who's our next contestant. Bill Super. Bill Super's ready to take off. Looks like Cole McKay's still the man to beat here with 50 seconds. Oh, that was that's a good start. That's great. He just might do it. That part of the stretch doesn't look too bad, but if these turns and see the deep sand they can get stuck in. Now he's, they have time to get back up and start the bike, but he's just given up. That's a shame. Well, he came off to a good start, but maybe it was a little too fast. Now that cost him the event. Now he's walking away dejected. Well, better luck next year, huh? Bill Super. I'm sure everybody appreciates his effort. Doesn't look too pleased with himself.
Are you all right?
Everybody checking to make sure that he's okay. Again, another tribute to the great physical shape that these fellas are in. Seems like they can take any punishment that you can hand out to them. Well, the mechanic is bringing the bike back now. It looks like that's been checked out. Everything's okay for our next contestant. And our next contestant is Robert Simpson.
Who's our next contestant?
Okay, he's ready, looks like. That looks a little bit slow. Maybe he's just a little overcautious after what happened to Bill Super. Let's see what he does around the course. No, I think he might be a little gun shy. Yeah, he doesn't. He's just really playing it too cautious there. I think his time is mounting up, but he could make up for it on the home stretch coming in, though. Let's see his jump. Good jump. Get some good points by hitting that mark close. He was just afraid that something might happen to him. So what happened to Bill Super there, the contestant right before Robert. 105 was his time, as you heard in the background, and he's a little far off the mark too. So good effort by Robert Simpson. Let's see if Brad Fletcher now, our next contestant, can do any better. Colin McKay still the man to beat in this exciting event. Gives the nod. He's got good speed. We get bogged down in those terms. He missed a flag. He's off the course. So that'll course that I told you, all the bikers have to follow that. He missed that one flag, so that's a shame. Here's his jump home. Good jump, that's for sure. The throttle stuck, isn't it? Look, he crashed into the hay. Is Jock okay? How about Brad Fletcher? Looks like Jock's all right. Looks like the bike's all right too, and Brad's walking away smiling, so he's all right. What happened here now? Let's see that. It does sound like the throttle stuck. I guess it's lucky that that hay was there. Jock looks a little upset, doesn't he? But everybody turned out okay. That's just great. Sorry for Brad that he drew a big goose egg for all his efforts. Now he's not all that unhappy about it, is he? All right, here's our next contestant, getting a little instructions there from the mechanic. Our next contestant being Mike Valentine. Off to a good start. Good start. Oh, that's a nice turn. Yep, another one. He's staying right on the course, too. He could beat Cole. Look at that turn. He's moving out, really moving out. He just might be the one to beat Cole and McKay's 52nd time. Ah, great jump, great jump. Boy, listen at the round of applause he's getting. He must be really close to that mark. Oh, Mike Valentine's pleased with his efforts. 47 seconds, they say, is his time. Well, that beat Cole by 3 seconds. Measurement to the mark. 21 inches off the mark. Ah, great effort. How about that? Well, it looks like he's in first place so far. Let's see what Mike Collins can do now. Mike's going to have to go some to beat Mike Valentine. He's sure giving it his all. Looks a little slow in those turns, doesn't it? Well, again, they can always make it up in the home stretch and off that jump and get as close to that mark as possible. Really going to try. Here comes his jump. Oh, he pulled back too far. Oh, did you see that land? Oh, he looks hurt. He looks like he might be injured. Brad Fletcher's the first man over to check him, see if he's all right. Looks like maybe he just might be injured. Everybody else gathering around. See how he pulled back on the handles too far. Any more, he could have pulled back on that and had the bike come down on top of him. But see how he's going to hit the ground, right on his spine. Oh my, that's terrible. That could be a very serious injury. Everybody's still gathered around. There's a lot of laughter in that crowd, though. I think maybe he just might be all right. There he is, a little shaken up, maybe a little hurt pride or a bruised ego, but Mike's going to be just fine. Jock's checking him out there. A little disappointed in the results, but happy that there's no injuries. And here's our final contestant, Wayne Brown. He's from Utah. He's only 16 years old. Let's see what kind of a great effort that Wayne can put forth here. Here comes Wayne's jump. And he was cautious on that. He didn't want to have anything happen to him. See how close he comes to the mark here. I think his time was just a little slow.
1 minute and 5 seconds.
Well, his time was 1 minute and 5 seconds, and he's maybe 4.5 feet off of the mark, it looks like from here. Well, it looks to me like Mike Valentine is the winner, and Colin McKay came in second. And now our final event, the rappels. And here's Ron Nix to tell us about some of the equipment and preparation for this event.
This will give you an idea of some of the equipment that is used on rappelling down 180-foot cliffs. Now these gentlemen all have different types of setup. According to what style they like to use, they can gain better speed according to what they're used to.
Yeah.
Okay, it goes through the middle. Yeah. There's three types of phrases that are used. It's on belay, on repel, and off repel. Now in this particular event, we're not going to say on repel. We're going to use a gun for a starter because it's going to be a timed event. And then they're stopped when they reach the bottom of the hill. They have to cross between two flags, and when they hit the bottom of the hill and cross those two flags, then it's off repel, and that's when their time stops. So let's get started.
Okay, here we are ready for our final and probably the most exciting event, the rappels. 180 foot straight up that cliff. There's some of the participants up at the top, and our first contestant is Mike Collins. Mike is going to give it his best. Boy, that is really high. 180 feet high. There goes Mike. Oh, that's a good speed. Isn't that great? Look at that. Little fall there, but he's back, rebounding nicely over the mark.
Okay, now that was a good fast time.
Can, get his time, 8.5 seconds. That's great. Last year's record was 9 seconds. So he beat that by a half a second. Now here's Kim Karen. She's crossed the two flags. See, that's where the time ends when they cross those flags. Her time was 28 seconds. Well, that's about 3 times the normal time in this event. Let's see what Brett Davis can do. He's our next contestant.
Come on, bud.
Oh, that's great. Look at that. Handling the rope just the way he should. Excellent jumps. That's fantastic. That was great. 8 even. 8 seconds even. Well, that beats Mike Collins' 8.5.
8 flat. Attaboy, Brett. Brett Davis, 8 seconds.
So Colin has to beat Brett Davis for the overall stuntman of the year. If he, if Cole can beat that 8 seconds, then he can be overall stuntman of the year. If he doesn't, he's out of the picture. So it's close between 2 or 3 of the fellas here. Now this is Brad Fletcher. Oh, that's a nasty fall right there. Now that cost him some time. Looks like his equipment is hung up there a little bit. He's using different equipment this year, and he doesn't have a safety man at the bottom. At least he requested that he didn't have one. And I think there's another fall. He's going to regret his decision there. That safety man is just what the word implies, safety. And Brad's very disappointed. Well, he just...
this rig can't, I have to have it alone.
27-4. That's not a good time at all for Brad. I know he's done better than that in the past. But let's see what Randy Hooley can do. Oh, Randy's moving very fast. Oh, there's a nasty fall.
Keep going, get past the line.
Oh, there, he made it past the line. A little bit of a head. Oh. Is he injured? It looks like something might be wrong with him. Well, we'll have to check that and report it. Let's see what happened here.
There ain't nothing wrong with that rope. Yeah.
Now, there's his first fall. And, oh, that's... well, he didn't hurt himself too much there, it doesn't look like. Maybe he is all right. Let's find out. See, he walked away. Now falling into the bushes, though. He might have broken an ankle. Well, we'll let you know as soon as we hear. Let's see if Kathy Ellington from Utah can get a good time. She's being very cautious, and I don't blame her for that.
Don't pull it! Don't pull it!
I got
Little excited there because of her spill.
Thank you.
That's a nice try. Nice try. The safety man stopped her from having a bad injury, really. That's what his job is for.
He's got to pull that rope.
So he did his job, but Kathy's a little disappointed. Can't blame her for that. Here's Ray Gamboa. Oh, Ray's got excellent speed. Look at that. Just moving like lightning. That's great. Oh, he hung up. His rope is twisted.
Not
Oh, it's not it. Well, now that's going to slow his time down and give him a goose egg, I guess, because he's not being able to cross the mark where the two flags are. Here we are back to Randy Hooley. They're taking him out of the shrub that he landed in, carrying him out. He must have a broken ankle. Well, that's too bad.
Johnson, 61. On repel.
This is Lance Johnson. It looked like Lance got hung up there a little bit, didn't he? He would have had a very good time, but I think he has a great time anyway. 7 seconds, is that it? Let's see how fast he did that. Look at that jump. That must be 30 feet or more in one jump. Now there it slowed him down. He got 7 seconds and he was slowed down right there. He would have had an even faster time than 7 seconds. Well, that's pretty good. This is Paul Jones. Paul's got a little trouble right at that spot. Not moving as fast as he'd like, I know. Still good, though. Scott's time is 12 seconds. Or Paul Jones, rather. Scott's our next contestant. Paul had 12 seconds, and now Scott Longenecker's going to try. Well, he's moving pretty well. Lost a little bit there on that fall. Still moving well.
All right.
His time is 11:03. That was a good speed. Now, Colin McKay. Colin has to beat 8 seconds flat. He has to beat Brett Davis in order to not win this event, but to win overall. If he doesn't, he won't stand a chance in the overall competition to be the Stuntman of the Year. Oh, he tried. Let's see. He has to beat that 8 seconds. 7-4. That's great. He did it. 7-4. Well, that means he could be our overall winner for this year. Now, this gentleman coming down the little different style here. Wants to know where he's going, not where he's been. This is Billy Ray Orm. He doesn't have a safety man either, and see his rope getting twisted? Now he's going to draw a goose egg. He can't get untangled in time to cross the line of the yellow flags. For the overall trophy and money, it is the total points of all the events added up. So it's important to be as consistent as possible in all of the events. Points for each event are tallied by each of the judges, and at the end of the whole competition, we find out who our best overall is. And as I say, Colin McKay is in the running. This is Brian Talmadge. This is the first time ever that he's tried the 180-foot rappels. Looks like for the first time he's doing an excellent job. Look at that. That's a very nice run.
Number
10-4, 10 seconds and 4/10. That's a very good try for a first effort. Excellent.
Very good, very good. 10-4, excellent.
Ryan Talby.
Our next contestant should be Mike Valentine. And Mike is also in the running. He needs to beat 7 flat. He needs to beat that figure, not just to win this event, but to, if he does, he'll win overall. He needs to beat 7 seconds flat. That's quite an undertaking. He's giving it his best shot. Look at that. That's moving out very nicely.
Nice one.
Boy, that's very close.
10
Oh,
flat.
10
Good score.
flat. Well, he was
Mike
3 seconds off the
Valentine.
pace. Came very close.
72.
He's still in the running, though. That means that Mike Valentine and Colin McKay are neck and neck in this thing, it looks like, according to my scores. Now we have Bill Super. And if Bill Super can win this event by scoring 7 seconds or less, he could win overall Stuntman of the Year. He knows what he has to do, and he's going to give it his all. Oh, now that slowed him just a little bit there.
All right, let you go.
A great effort.
What's the number? A 9.
9 seconds flat.
Bill Super.
Well, he's still in the
A
running,
9.
but he won't be number 1, according to my figures.
73.
Next, we have Tim Early. Tim is from Utah.
74.
Tim Early, 74.
Tim Early. 74. Hollywood, California.
Tim is our final contestant, not only in this event, but for the day. It looks like pretty good time to me.
Nice one.
Good one.
Nice one.
Let's see what it is. 10-1.
10-1.
10 seconds and 1/10. Very good. Well, that concludes the events for this year.
Nice time. 10-1.
Don't go away, folks. We'll be right back with the totals for the day and announce the overall winners.
Stuntman.
You did a good job.
Thank you. You know, stuntmen only get 3 things. Money, friends, and 8x10s.
Of course, I made the
You
first
see the look on Jack's face when you hit him? He was going to
Let's lay it down. That's all I wanted to do. When the throttle stuck 5 feet before the air.
Yeah, I got a broken foot, but I'm feeling fine.
Could you teach me how to do stunts someday? Sure, kid.
Pretty sore.
Is it broken?
Right here in the front.
Worst break there.
What's it gonna say? What's it gonna say? We have been paying our dues. The action stuntman in Arizona.
By 1 point? No! Get out, BB!
Well, here's our official winners. First place overall is Colin McKay with 38 points, Mike Valentine with 37 points, and Brett Davis with 34 points. Close competition, and congratulations to all 3 winners. Well, we hope you've enjoyed today's events, and we'd like to thank all of the participants, and a special thanks to Ron Nix and Wave Productions for making all this possible. My name is John Marshall. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you next year. So long for now.
Hope you folks enjoyed it out there as much as we enjoyed bringing it to you.
Yes, and we'd like to again take the time to congratulate all our winners, and we'd like to invite you again back again next year at Ron Nix's Day in the West Movie Town.